ties the most in program history. Now, I understand that was a 13-3 team, okay? It played 16, we played 20. I get it. But 13 wins in the league is a lot of wins. The hardest thing in life to regain is respect. And this team has gone out and regained the respect of our campus, our community, and the ACC, and across the nation. And I told them that after the game. Once you lose something like that, it's hard to get it back. And respect is something that is not given, it's earned. And now, yeah, do we have to finish more? Yeah. Do we have to play? Do we have to do this year after year consistently? Yeah. But somebody had to do it. And this group did it. And I'm very, very proud of them for that. It wasn't very pretty at halftime. It's probably as mad as I've been at halftime this year, just because of the fact I thought we were getting beat to the ball, to the 50-50 balls, to the loose balls. And here we had so much riding on it that it really upset me. To give them credit, we came out and just went at them and held them to 34% field goal percentage in the second half. And once they had to go, man, they had a hard time guarding. We were 29-37 from the two. We had great balance. Davian, for, senior at home, what an unbelievable game he played. Alonda's double-double. Dallas had his first double-double that he's ever had in his career. And what a great night. What a great crowd. What a great way to end it. I'll leave you with this, and then I'll let you guys ask questions. I said something last time we played North Carolina State, and I firmly believe this on one exception. I said 20 is good, 25 is great, and 30 is special. And I always will say that from here on out. But to win 23 regular season games in the middle, after going through what we went through with the pandemic and recruiting this entire team by Zoom, having 9 new players, it's special. It's special to be here at this moment, and they deserve to relish in it for a couple days. We're not playing Saturday, and then we're going to refocus and go win the ACC tournament. But as a coach, 33 years, I've been around I've been so lucky to be around so many good teams and players, but this is right up there with special. Just the way they play, the way they care about each other, and the way they handle their business on and off the court. It's something that Wake Forest University and Winston-Salem should be very proud of. So I'll open it up for questions.
Steve, you've been asked some form of this question all throughout the year. What does Alondas Williams mean to your team? But considering what he's allowed you to accomplish this year, what does he mean to you personally?
Oh, man, I don't know if there's words, Josh, to describe it. We just have this bond, him and I. I don't get on him a lot. I let him play. And he's relished in that role. You know what I mean? He's thrived in that role of being the guy, like having the ball in his hands, making the plays, getting other people involved. When we look back at this years from now, he's going to be the guy that helped change the whole thing, and for him to, I know there's another game. I don't know the numbers, guys, because I don't study them like that. But this is in the history of college basketball, this is the best league in college basketball, the ACC. And this is why I'm here. And for that young man to come into this league and lead it in scoring and assist is out, and the only person to ever do it, that's unbelievable. That's a storybook. And then to be the kind of guy that he is, you know what I mean? He's very unassuming. He's such a great teammate. He relishes in other people's success, not just his own. He's quiet, doesn't say much. He means everything. And I think when we look back at this someday, he'll be one of the special players that ever played here. And I know everybody says, it's just 1 year. Well, that's the way it is. It's a special year, and nobody's ever had one like him.
Steve, you mentioned what the seniors did tonight. Could you have drawn up a better night for them? I know senior night is
tough.
Yeah. But given the way they all played.
No, Connor. And I've had him go the other way. I talked about that a lot last 48 hours about get your tickets figured out, get your family figured out. I've gone both ways. I've had it before the game. I've had it after the game. You know, I don't know if there's a perfect way to do it, to be honest. It can be very emotional. I'm emotional. Okay. It's hard for me to stand out there with all those seniors. And it seems like every year I do is I got about 8 of them, you know, and it's hard for me. Yeah, I tear up because I care about each one of those kids individually. And so you just don't know how it's going to go, but they played, man, they just played, you know, and that's the way it's been all year long with them. It was great to have Dream out there. I think everybody can see what a difference he makes for our team. He's not, you know, defensively, one unbelievable guarding the ball screen. You know, got to give, you know, NC State credit. They made 10, what did they make? 12 threes. Golly. Smith is one of, I mean, there's some really darn good freshmen in this league, and he's one of them. You know, Helms, those guys, Marcel played great, made some shots. Gibson played good. You know, they hung in there. But then in the end, when they had to go man, you know, they played a lot of zone, but I thought like if we could get them to have to play man, then we'd have the advantage, and I think it showed.
Steve, Dallas had, I believe, 16 of his 20 points in the second half and 10 of his 12 rebounds. Both of their bigs were in foul trouble. Did you specifically design for him to go in, or did he do that on his own?
No, I didn't design those plays for him to shoot those face up 17-footers from the corner, man. I was like, go to the basket, but that was his Dirk Nowitzki or Jack Sikma on him, I guess. I don't know, but he doesn't even know who Jack Sikma is, I promise you.
Illinois Wesleyan.
Illinois Wesleyan. That's right. Bloomington. We wanted to go inside. We needed to go inside. And, you know, that's what happens against zone sometimes. You start hanging around on the perimeter, and I was imploring these guys. I was not happy to drive the ball and play off the post. And we quit doing it, and and then in the second half, we did it. And that was after a halftime of ranting and raving and, you know, going crazy. And I don't like doing that, but there was a lot on the line, guys. I mean, you know, we had 20 minutes this was a win. We had to win this to stay in the conversation. And so, yeah, he capitalized on it too. Credit to him.
Steve, what was those moments like for you with a minute and a half to go when you shuffled the seniors out and was able to give them their curtain calls and give them a big hug? What was the emotions like for you during those?
I mean, moments? Those are the best moments for a coach you can have in an entire season is, you know, when you recruit these guys, you want them to be happy. You want them to have a smile on their face, and to see the joy that they had on their face coming off the court. You can't put a price tag on it. I got pretty emotional with Hadim. I like him. I like them all, but him and I have a really good relationship. You know, he's been in a few schools. He's had trust issues. He trusts me, and I know he trusts me. He tells me that every time. You know, and when your players tell you that they love you and you love them, then you got something special. And that's why I'm able to get on them, because they know I care about them. And so, you know, those things mean the world to me, and they're things that I hold on to for the rest of my life. And that's why I tell them when I recruit them, this isn't a 4-year commitment from me. This is a lifetime commitment. And I'll always be there no matter what happens for all of them.
Steve, heading into you said earlier in the year, we are who we are. Who are you guys heading into this tournament? What's kind of your take on your team? That's an old cliche, but
I think we're a really efficient offensive team. We could score in a lot of different ways, inside, outside, from three. We can drive the ball. We share it. I think we're one of the top 2 or 3 teams two-point field goal percentage in the country, but we're shooting the three at a high clip now. We went for about 3 games there, or 4 games maybe. I don't think we defended like we're capable of, even though we're second in the league in that. But we did it tonight. I think that we're a balanced team. I don't think we have a lot of weaknesses, you know, and there was this false narrative out there that maybe we didn't do so well against zone. I think that's just not true. And it's just different style. It's nobody's fault. It's just not the same as motion. Everybody's used to seeing us just fly up and down the court, motion, move it, exchange, drive it, play up the post. You know, you can't do that sometimes with against zone. And I think with some of it too is, we got some guys that don't like driving it in there against the zone, and you got to play to your strengths, stay away from your weaknesses. But I don't think we have a lot. I think we're a team that can go in the ACC tournament and win it. And I think we're a team that can go to the NCAA tournament and win games. I really do. I think we're built for it. We have size. We can play big. We can play small. We played small tonight, fellas. We got in foul trouble, and so just a very, very versatile team.
Steve, from a strategy perspective, was it me or was there a concentrated effort to break that 3/4 court press a little bit quicker than what
Yeah.
you guys did in Raleigh?
Yeah, Les, and we did it different. We did it in a diamond instead of what I would call dice, which is a 2-guard front with a guy in the middle and 2 back. We did it in a diamond, and we've worked on that extensively since that game because it's exactly what you said. Our pace was terrible. You got to break it and play, and you could probably hear me saying, "Go, go, go," and get them on their heels and exchange and play, not run plays. Like I said, tricky players are better than tricky plays. Okay. I learned that from Charlie Spoonhour many years ago. I miss him dearly. He's passed away now, but Charlie always said tricky plays beat tricky players, or tricky players beat tricky plays. And so I thought our pace was really good. And you're right. We attacked it different tonight than we did. That was an adjustment that we made. We did it against Louisville too, and it was good for us.
Coach, 2 questions. First, congrats on the win today and congrats on such a strong regular season. Second, I feel like such a strength of this team is the role allocation in terms of guys really know each other's strengths and
Right.
guys never seem to be trying to do too much, but at the same time, everyone has enough confidence in each other that it could be anyone's night. Like you saw Davian go off tonight. I'm curious if that's, to you, feels like it was more of if that just kind of arose naturally, or if that's something that the coaching staff kind of helped contribute.
Well, I'm not going to take credit for the as far as who scores and how they score. They do that because that coaches don't score baskets. We help create the environment. Yes. As far as roles, I'm pretty good at defining those roles. Our whole staff is, and then giving them confidence to play in those roles, not beating them down, not telling them what they're not good at, telling them what they are really good at and stay away from their weakness. Play to your strengths, stay away from your weaknesses. Again, I have strengths and weaknesses too. There's some things I'm not great at, but there's some things I'm pretty good at. And I feel like chemistry is something that I've always been able to thrive. And my teams have always been balanced. And this team is extremely balanced. And I mean, how would you like to scout them and decide, okay, what are we taking away here? Take this away. Oh, they get us with that. Take that away. Oh, now they can do this. But the credit ultimately goes to the players because they're the ones that had to buy into that, right? And then they had to love each other on and off the court. And we talk a lot about that. One of the things I say during timeouts a lot, guys, it's not real rocket science in there, is that, hey, man, just keep sharing the ball, keep enjoying each other, keep playing for each other. And that's pretty simple for me. And these guys do that, and they should be credited for that.
And then my other one was quite an exciting sequence there at the end for Rob McRae. That was just the athleticism of that block and the putback dunk. What has he improved on throughout the season in practice, and what more do you need to see from him moving forward?
I mean, I think Rob's going to be an unbelievable player. He has the fortune and the misfortune, right? He has the fortune to play behind and study under some great seniors, right? And they have showed him and led the way by example of how to be a player in this league. The misfortune is he doesn't get to play as much because he's playing behind really good players, but that's when you have a good program, right? Rob has improved immensely since June. His athleticism is off the charts. That's undeniable, but he's become a really, really good shooter. Okay. And I think that he can be a elite defender in our league. What Rob has to clean up is just carelessness with the ball, and that comes down to just being tight with the ball, being in a stance, defensively, not playing, standing straight up and down, which you can do in high school, but you can't do that in practice at Wake Forest every day. And so he's going to blossom into being an outstanding player like the rest of them. They just got to be patient.
Thank you.
Coach, without a game on Saturday, what's on the agenda? What's on the docket?
On recruiting. Good players make good coaches. I don't know if I can mention him because we signed him, Zach Keller. If he won tonight, which I hope he did, I'll get a chance to go to Colorado and see him on Saturday. If not, let's see. Maybe I'll go on StubHub. I don't know. Those Duke tickets are a little pricey for me. I don't know if I could. I love Coach K and I love UNC. I love that rivalry, but I'm not sure I could dig that deep in my pocket for those tickets. And I doubt it. I'm pretty sure they probably don't have any left to give away. So I'll probably just stay home and watch the game.
You can have our pass. You could cover it for us.
Hey, who won the Boston College game with Miami?
Miami.
Okay. Well, we're in fifth then. All right. Is that it? All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
that'll be it. Thanks,
Steve.
Coach.
I said a boots.
It's pretty strong stuff there. Pretty strong stuff there, Zay.
Yo,
Dream left.
Can you scoot over?
I think Dream left.
Dream. I think Dream.
Almost died.
Yeah. Hey, Zay, answer all the questions.
Yeah, Zay got him on.
I'm here to represent Dallas Swalton, Man
Dream
Williams.
found him?
and Davian. I'll be representing. Any questions that you have for any of these three, you can ask me.
Okay, Zay is Man Player of the Year in the ACC.
Man is unanimous player of the year. If you pick anybody else other than Man, like, you probably blind. You haven't watched basketball in your life. So if he don't get it, I don't even know what to say. No brainer.
Have you guys ever played on a team that had this much chemistry?
Nah, it's different. I mean, it's special. It's special to be a part of. I don't think there's any team that I've been together where like this chemistry has been like this. It's something special. And I mean, we got so much more to accomplish.
There he is.
Yeah. Yo, can you see Dream? I can see Dream.
We can't see him that well, no.
You can't.
No.
Tell him to scoot his chair behind y'all.
That's better. There we go. Now we can see everyone.
All right.
Isaiah, congrats on the win tonight. As you're coming off the court, I saw you go back and touch the Wake Forest logo before you went over and get a big hug from Coach Forbes. What was that whole moment like for you? And you know, just soaking in the possibility that this could be your final game with the Joel.
I mean, it was just so much emotion. I mean, I put so much hard work into this game, and you know, through the 4 years I've been here, you've hit so much adversity, right? And to finally see some light, you know, at the end of the tunnel, I mean, it's something that I've been working for since I've been here. So, you know, touching that logo, I just, you know, owe respect to Wake Forest and them giving me the opportunity to play basketball at the highest level I could possibly play. So, you know, we got a lot more to accomplish, but you know, it was an emotional and special moment for, you know, all of us.
Davian, being from Winston-Salem, what does this mean to you to see this turnaround like this?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. I didn't expect to finish my career here, but it's one of the best decisions that I done made. So it definitely meant a lot to go out with a bang like this, win by 25 on senior night. So it meant a lot. I'm just happy we got to win more than anything.
Alondis, a year ago, you were averaging 6 a game at Oklahoma. A year later, you're being projected as an NBA draft pick. What does Steve Forbes and Wake Forest mean to you, considering the amount of growth you've had in the last 12 months?
Good. It was great, having a coach like Forbes, that trusts you, believe in you to let you, be yourself. Because a lot of coaches don't let you really be yourself. They always want to be in control of the whole team and, not really listen to nobody. So it was really big to, have a coach like that, to have a player that averaged 6 to 19 like that in 1 year. So it was great.
What was your thought when they were chanting MVP at the free throw line?
Man, I feel it like LeBron James in there. You feel me? I was like, ooh, I feel like this is my player. You feel me? NBA 2K, my player. I was like, I wanted to break dance and
Dallas, when coach told you that, their big guys are in foul trouble, we want you to go assert yourself. As a big man, how does that make you feel like, you're being told go take over?
Oh, it's cool because I know that my coaching staff and my teammates are putting their trust in me to deliver in those situations. They're drawing up plays for me to go attack their bigs, and it means a lot that not only I produce, but also that I'm scoring the ball and putting the bigs in foul trouble like that. So it's pretty cool. You get your number called.
The more important question is, do you know who Jack Sikma is?
Jack Sigmund?
Sikma.
Yeah,
coach was comparing you to Jack Sikma. Do you know who he is?
I have no idea who
he
Jack
he predicted that. Google it.
Yeah. I'm like, he likes to throw out those old references. I remember during Christmas, he asked us if we knew if we ever watched White Christmas. Was that right? Yeah, I do not know Jack Sigma.
No one does.
No, but I'm assuming that it was a compliment.
Yeah, he played for the Seattle Supersonics back when coach was probably a teenager.
Oh, nice.
He tried to call you old.
I don't know whether he called me old or good, but he likes to throw some jabs at me. He called my niece 75 years old the other day, so I don't know what's coming from him sometimes.
Dallas, 84 games at Colorado, and the first 29 games here, you had one 20-point game, and you have 20-point games in 2 straight games. So what's clicked for you offensively these last 2 games?
It's just finding my rhythm. I mean, it was sometimes harder in some games than others to find it, but towards the end of the season, I mean, it's like I've been playing with these guys. Our chemistry has been building continuously over the season. Our team as a whole has been taking the upward trajectory, and so I'm just finding my spots a little bit better, a little bit more efficiently, and just being able to deliver. And once again, credit to my teammates. They're hitting me and when I'm open, and they still putting their trust and faith in me to give me the ball and produce in those situations.
ACC Player of the Week.
ACC
ACC Player of the Week. I'm calling it now. If he don't win ACC Player of the Week, I'll go up to the ACC myself and tell them that they messed up.
Hey, Dream, I wanted to ask you, what makes you guys such a team to look out for in the ACC tournament? What makes you guys so good?
Hey, man, look at this. I think that answer everything, and the coaches and the system they're trying to put us to able to play on. So I think with the guy we have, the seniors, the leaders, I mean, we're gonna do good on the ACC tournament for sure.
Hadim, how did Coach Forbes earn your trust? He says that's something that he's really proud of, earning your trust. How did he do that?
Excuse me. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, Hadim. Coach Forbes says that you earned his trust, or that you trust him. What has Forbes done to make you trust him?
I mean, it's just the position he put me. Like my previous school I was a starter. I came here, I coming off the bench, but I'm not worrying about that at all, because everything he ever promised me, and then the way he cared for his player, he's doing it on and off the court. So like having somebody like that in your life is impacting me early, as soon as I came on campus. So things just flow between us.
Isaiah, I was a freshman when you were. So I've been covering the team the 4 years. It's been me and you since Danny in terms of the body. But my question to you is, you've always played well in the ACC tournament, I feel like. But entering with the guys you're sitting with and with the amount of momentum this team's built, how much more excited are you? And what is, the fact that this team is so confident playing so well right now? I guess just how exciting. I'm just rambling right now. You know what I'm
Nah,
talking
you're
about,
good.
but-
I mean, I think a lot of people already know how I get when it comes to tournament time. So, like it's now we can win it. Like I always go into the ACC tournament like, we was a dark horse, a 14th, 15th seed, right? And I came in there with this high energy, trying to win the whole thing. And now we go in there with the 5th seed, and now I'm trying to actually win the whole thing. Like that's my only goal is winning the ACC tournament. Right? Like I got nothing else on my mind. If I got to dive on a loose ball, I'm gonna do it. Like we win in the ACC tournament. I'm putting that out there. I'm manifesting it. Like that's what we doing. What?
All right, guys, we will let you go celebrate. Thanks so much.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
With the boys, man.
Thanks, everyone.
Go Deeks!
Y'all boys lit. We need
Oh, D lit!
a name. You guys need a name.